Welcome to the Outta Podcast.
Man, shut your...
Goddamn! Welcome to the Out of Pocket Experience. Today I'm sitting with my boy J Bob, sitting with my boy Angel, and I'm with you, Nick. We got only three of us in here today. All the other boys have better things going on than being with us.
Yeah. Your be your boys.
It's a lifestyle. You waiting to say something?
Fuck no. No.
Oh, okay. You just got it held up to your mouth for nothing.
Zoning, processing. What the fuck we were about to do for the next fucking hour.
We got a couple
Couple topics.
topics.
Well, boys, what did y'all do today?
It's just another day.
Fucking, I just woke up.
You just woke up.
Oh yeah, you like 3 hours ago.
You just got off work fucking 12 hours ago. Motherfucker working until 3 a.m. Fucking crazy.
Yeah,
man.
let's talk about that wage slave shit, bro.
Wage slave?
Yeah.
Who's Wade? And why does he have slaves?
Wage
slaves.
Yes. Yeah,
You mean wage cucks? Them motherfuckers be on the timeline saying, "We deserve not to have health care. We deserve not to get paid enough for living wages."
Well, kind of. All right, so wait a minute, though. I mean, would you not be able to make 3 times rent without putting in all that fucking overtime?
I make less when I make overtime sometimes, bro.
I'm not going to cap, bro. I got my bonus, bro. I was like, damn, did I get a raise? But nah, bro. Taxes just hit me so fucking hard that it looked like I got one. They gave me an extra fucking $360, and that shit went all to taxes.
Yep.
Fucking
bro.
nutty
I
shit.
only bro. I get taxed like $430 every check.
$430. God damn.
Yeah, bro.
That's when I get off work. God damn it. Fucking A, man.
Hurt.
Hurt.
Wage slaves.
That's
bro.
why you got to commit tax fraud like everyone else.
Everybody else is getting our Medicare money. Like I said, tax fraud.
Whoa.
Whoa. He's throwing in
IRS,
ad-libs.
IRS, please.
Whoa.
When it hits January or October, April, please don't watch this.
Please don't watch it.
When it hits January.
We're not gonna say what year this is, but there's a post date.
It's just like, if you're watching this 100 years in the future, please unsubscribe.
Fuck it, rerun this.
Fucking A. Run it
Watch
back.
the playlist, get reviews up again.
I want my
100 years
great-grandchildren to get random 25-cent checks.
We'll be back like the what is it, like the 20s, back in the days. Like 25 cents is gonna be a lot of money now.
Fucking A.
No, it's not. But
Dude, imagine though. But I mean, dude, gas prices are already going down over here. It's already under $4 already.
yeah, I seen a couple places at like $3.85, bro.
Yeah, man. So I
Yeah.
mean, what are we getting hit by? What was it really just like a flex? Was it a scare? What happened?
Biden.
What are you talking about, the gas prices?
Fuck
yeah.
Trump.
Oh shit, man! It's because
This is
everything's all the gas is basically held up in Europe. That's where we are all getting our gas from.
From Europe.
From like
I thought
Russia,
it was-
right? With Putin and all that.
You got
yeah,
your
yeah.
Russia, and then you got your Middle East
The
oil.
Saudi Arabian
that
shit.
are
yeah.
being
We all know
transported.
about Dubai and Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
That shit's rich as fuck because of
If
oil.
you want to give someone to blame, give blame to like the 5 companies that are like holding everything back. They're basically squeezing squeezing everyone by the balls at the gas pump, trying to milk you out real quick, trying to get that revenue up.
Who's really hurting over $5 a gallon? Who?
the rich. The
Who's
1%,
hurting?
The 1%.
Y'all saw that photo where it was like yacht motherfucker was like, I just spent $1,200 on gas to fill up my yacht. Please
Yeah, but
cry
you got to
for
think
me.
about how far that really gets you, though.
Yeah, that gets kind of far. But let's talk about.
That is kind of far.
yeah, it gets you, that'll get you halfway across the world. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about the Kylie Jenner shit. This bitch takes a.
What the? Who? What'd she do?
She takes a plane ride from one side of LA to the other. It's a 3-minute private jet ride, right?
Oh, yeah, right after breakfast, go get lunch somewhere else.
Yeah, but it's a 45-minute car drive. But she takes the plane.
Yeah, because then it's only 15.
It's like
But
3. It's like 3
emissions
minutes.
Oh, yeah, that
wise,
might
that's
be true.
basically like 2 weeks of the whole world just fucking or like one of us.
Yeah,
just
but
doing
also there's a side note tangent we could go.
How the fuck are not more celebrities dying in PJ crashes than there are crashes on regular airlines?
They have trained pilots.
They
got pilots that used to be in
What do
the
you mean by
war.
trained pilots? Pilots want to get paid more money. Do you know how much pilots get paid a year?
Like almost as much as us. No?
Who's
No.
whoa? No, like
Really?
$100,000 a year.
300,000?
More. Probably no. They don't get paid like the president, but they definitely get paid like over $100,000 a year. But they're trying to say they don't get paid enough to come to work drunk and fly planes. I mean, there's so many fucking
Autopilot.
so many commercial planes are crashing, bro. But the-
Autopilot.
Autopilot, exactly, because the plane's flying the fucking plane, not even the pilot's doing it. So why is there not more PJ crashes? It's going faster.
Because
It's more often.
They have to pay more attention to it.
They invest mostly in like maintenance and all that shit. I believe like realistically, I think they have enough money to fucking switch out their fucking plane every model when it comes out. Like
I'm wondering, yeah, do they? So they're more or less leasing it because a lot of people say they own planes because they're trying to make fleets.
No, I say the rich people buy, like he said, they buy the newer models every time they come out, and then whenever a new model comes out, they sell it to like either other people of not a higher status of them. Or
Yeah, this
they
shit's
sell-
falling apart, and then me mess around and end up like homeboy, but
Who?
who shall not be named because I ain't trying to get beef over it.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
But yet again, but like I got this. You don't. Why the fuck is there not more PJ crashes? That makes no sense because it's like, bro, if you're just constantly handing down downgrades, you're gonna end up killing somebody coming up.
I don't know.
If that's the case, or does that go to commercial?
if you think about it, if you're a let's say you fly planes, that's like doing like our work. They offer you more money here. You're gonna take
Put
more
your
time.
mouth.
You're gonna take more time to like pay attention to it and do the right fucking thing because you're getting paid way more from like private jet planes and shit like that than commercial. And commercial, you gotta deal with all those people. You gotta wait for people to load on.
You think
gotta
they
talk to all
breathalyze
this-
the PJs?
No, bro. One of them crashed because they were putting shampoo in their hair one time.
The motherfucker got blinded. Bro.
Yeah. A shampoo dripped in his eye and he fucking crashed the plane.
No.
This man didn't get the no-tier shampoo for the flight. But realistically,
Johnson and Johnson lied to me. It's like this, all right. So imagine it's like
Lawsuit.
some 27-year-old kid just got out of Embry-Riddle. Has been using Johnson and Johnson his whole life because he just can't get over the scent of it. I pray these tears go away every time, and at the worst time.
They come.
God damn it, bro.
Side note, emissions.
this motherfucker goes. This Embry Riddle kid goes on like a terrible date, gets his heart broken, starts crying in the fucking restaurant. Goes to the bathroom, pulls out his Johnson and Johnson bottle. Eye drop in it, trying to get the tears to go away.
He's trying to stop him.
He's trying to stop them. He's not trying to embarrass himself at the table.
Why are your eyes red? Because I'm trying not to cry. Fucking A, man. But what's it called, bro? You told me you had got this crazy ass drink the other day.
Bro, some agua fresca shit.
You got agua fresca?
It was it was at the gas station. We went on break, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Went on break, and usually I get like cranberry juice in the morning. But like I saw this shit in a can called like agua fresca. Minute Maid shit.
Oh, I like me some good old spa water. Spa
That's
water.
that white people drink, bro. Fuck spa water.
What you mean is all white people drink?
Fuck the little white Britneys and Jessicas and whatever the fuck who
What you
invented
got
that
against
shit.
Brittany? And Jessica?
White Britney spelled BRYTC,
Whoa.
random letters in there.
What?
Isle, and then it just says
I-
Britney all
I
in
think
one
that
word.
Brittany. I think that Brittany's got a little bit of melanin in her skin.
Hell no.
Not
Okay,
full white.
Sounds like you don't
I'm talking
like white
about those
girls,
LA
man. What are they doing to your drink, bro? What drink? What you supporting? What are you talking about? What drink do
Fuck
they steal?
anyone who supports spa water, TikTok trends. Fuck people that support the what is it? The
Whoa.
whoa. I mean, there's a white wannabe Latin influencers on the internet right now for fucking recolonizing basic Mexican food, bro.
You saying somebody's doing transracial stuff to you, to your culture?
Basically, that's a good way to see it. They basically said this agua fresca is transracial now. This shit's now spa water.
Culturally appropriating your juices. What? So what'd you like? What's so good about aqua fresca? How did they take that?
They gave the fucking, imagine getting the same recipe, handing that down to someone else and being like, you know what, I created that and it's fucking new and you should try it and buy it from me because I created that. Even though
like electricity,
what
with like Benjamin Franklin and Tesla.
What the fuck? I mean,
Like he took his
technically-
idea.
I'm talking about
He took-
recipes.
Yeah, he took his idea.
Talking about recipes and
His
food. You
idea.
brought electricity into this?
He took his idea and said it was his own idea. That's what I'm trying to say.
No. Tesla took his slave's idea and made it his idea.
Jesus Christ! No, back to the topic.
I mean, technically
me
in the
lost in
same
sauce.
sense. So he's trying to say white women stole Mexican slaves' drinks.
Not even slaves drinks. Where'd you get Mexican slaves out of
He
this?
was talking about Tesla.
Nah, bro. Mexican drinks, bro. So we're living in a world right now where you got fucking like street vendors in California and all that getting like harassed on video. You know, this shit's on the LA news.
Oh,
and all
for
that.
not having licensing.
That too, but you know, it's kind of.
Okay.
But at the same time, you know, hustle culture and all that shit. But you know, suddenly, you know, this man is a little too light brown.
And then Brittany's
it's
walking by. Brittany's walking down the street. She sees like 3 Mexican women getting arrested. And she's just like, "Oh shit! I guess they're not gonna need this." And just takes a cup of fucking agua fresca and then
she
drinks it.
she-
She's
nah,
like, "This
she-
tastes delicious."
She's like, "This shit tastes delicious." Takes it home and her fancy ass $15,000 kitchen dissects all the ingredients and be like, "I'm gonna film this, put it on TikTok, and make it my own."
Make money off.
Make
of that
money
shit.
off it, and then be like, if you guys want to buy this, or if you guys want to make the same recipe as me,
Follow me.
and or buy my fucking cookbook. At this point, bitch, you're just mixing fruit and ice and I don't
The
know.
classic
so you're
drink,
trying to tell
bro.
me that's not what agua fresca is?
That's all it is.
So you're trying to tell me people can't make their own smoothies and put their own name on it?
Like, what about tropical smoothie and Smoothie King?
That's a fucking. That's not all right.
Who?
whoa,
What
whoa.
race owns that? What race owns that?
I don't know where the fuck you guys are coming from, like that standpoint, but like
Well, we're trying to figure out where you're coming from, homeboy.
I'm saying like,
What's up, fool?
this shit is like a staple in like our side of the world, but you know, you bring it into like the Americas and then suddenly like change it up on everyone and be like, this is the American version of it.
What
so
else
we're
has
gonna call
been
it something
stolen? What else can you reference has been stolen?
There's a lot, bro.
I mean, we got the Macarena. That's the original.
talk
I
about
don't
like
think that's Mexican, bro. I think that's like some.
Oh, no?
talk about other races too, because America's done that with a lot of other races.
I mean, they got Taco Bell. They stole that straight out the can right out of y'all.
That's what I'm saying. That's like the whitewash version, bro.
Is there anything else, bro?
I want to shout out some company names right now, but legally I cannot. But I'm gonna allude to it. Kind of like that old restaurant that we all, you know, worked at. That shit is not authentic as fuck. That shit is American made. That shit is.
What's
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you a little something about a
yeah.
little Asian
That-
bistro that we used to work at.
Yeah,
That would
that's-
only this is probably the only Asian bistro that would hire people that weren't in their family. To be completely honest.
That's how you know it was bad. It's not like some what is it? The Wall.
The
Hole in the wall,
hole in
yeah.
the wall restaurants
So-
that you know you got the 12-year-old doing the cashier work.
Yeah,
It's
like
definitely
the
way
parents in
bigger
the back cooking and the kids are in the
Yeah.
cashier. What you want? What you want?
That's the authentic shit.
What you want? Oh, no.
Yeah, that shit.
Those were good times though, working out there making fucking Chinese food, Asian bistro. It's really hard to say what it was. I mean, what is lo mein?
American, bro. It was just Americanized Chinese shit. That's like Panda Express. Other shit.
Man, was
And that's
hesitant.
like one tier higher than Panda Express, bro. I know this Vietnamese girl.
Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Our ramen was
She
bullshit.
was like, I hate blank.
that place, yeah.
I'm gonna censor it anyways.
Yeah.
She's like,
Damn,
I
that was a
hate
good old
PFC.
head. Damn, he knew he was censoring it and still hesitated. Jesus Christ. Are you all right?
she was like, I hate that shit tastes like ass. That shit is not what it's supposed to
Nah,
be.
she definitely didn't eat that shit when I worked there. I promise you that.
Hell no.
No, but
I
she's
made
eating
the
it from
sausage,
Texas,
boy.
bro.
Bro, one of the craziest times being there, bro, it was one time it was me and Angel in the back, and we had this one dude named Brian with us, bro. And we're just chilling, bro.
Talk about
And it's
dark
dead
shit.
silent in the kitchen. They're talking about y'all can have a little bit of music, y'all can talk, y'all can have some fun. Just keep it down or let the guests hear you. And it gets all weird now because it's like dead silent. And every time we talk, bro, they're telling us, bro, shh, they can hear you. Shh, they can hear you. And I'm like, bro, you know what, man? What if we can enslave other races for one day a year? Each race had to take one day out
we got
of the year.
Independence Day and shit. We could just have the flip day. You know what I'm
just,
saying?
just a random
Kind of like a
purge.
holiday, but like, you know.
Yeah,
but
like
not
a
a
purge.
holiday.
You can't murder anybody, but all crime is legal. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't murder your slaves because it's all enslavement. That'd be a waste of slave. But one day, it'd only be for one day, right?
Just 24 hours.
Just 24 hours.
midnight to
Yeah.
Right
Just
off the
24
rip,
hours.
bro.
Don't
I'm
even look at it as
talking
one
about
day.
like I just want to see my grandma and be like, you know what's going on, man, all right? You gotta do everything I ask you to do, bro. I go to work right now. I was sitting there in the kitchen. I was like,
right now.
I was sitting in the kitchen. I'm like, bro, I snatch up some old white lady right now, and make her do my lawn, bro, just for the fuck of it. And next thing you know, our fucking manager comes running in and says, my guests can hear what you're saying, and then whatever you're saying, it's just out of the control. Oh, man,
It's
I lost it.
offending them. It's offending
Yeah.
them. Yes.
Man, fuck those old ass bitches that be
Bro,
in there,
I
bro.
hated the guests that we had.
I was like, bro, what did she hear? What'd she hear? What'd she hear? She's like, bro, she doesn't even want to tell me what you said.
I remember.
I haven't heard of that since I was like 20 years old.
It'll only be for one day,
It'll
lady.
just be for one day. Don't
One
be a bitch
day.
about it. You got 24 hours.
24
You're not gonna
hours.
die in
Yeah.
that
Bro,
little
I'll
24
tell you,
hours.
just stick your hand in a dirty dish pit sink for one time. One
Yeah,
time.
you just don't got to
Just
get
did-
caught.
did-
Just like us, bro. We didn't have to fucking get caught. Bro, if you caught us, we had to take the time. But if we ran, we got away. Fucking hide. Same concept.
The
you know what I'm saying?
only the smart ones got
Yeah,
away.
not everybody's going to be enslaved, but at least 1 year you got to do it. It's like jury duty.
He said you gotta do your time. He
You
said
voted.
that's
You
how it's gonna make it
voted.
equal. That's how
Yeah.
it's gonna make
You
it
sign
equal.
up to vote, you sign up to be a slave, technically.
Whoa! Imagine every person that signed up to vote and their race was was it Caucasian on the? Is it that or is it
Oh,
just white?
It shows up as white, but you know.
What do you tell the police when they pull you over? What do they tell
Bro,
you? What do you tell them?
speaking of that, I
Bro.
just got a ticket and they put W on my shit. Put white.
Because you're white passing.
Would you have told them you were white?
I don't
Would
know.
you have told them you were mixed?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Bro, I got-
Homeboy,
hold on.
You
homeboy-
went through the situation.
Okay,
Hold
homeboy
on,
that
hold on.
pulled me
Before
over.
you go on, I got in a car accident. You know what this motherfucker wrote?
What?
It's supposed to be like either Hispanic or
Put
some bullshit.
Filipino?
This motherfucker close. He put Mexican on there, bro. He put Mexican in my car accident report, and I was like, I don't think you're supposed to do that.
You wish Filipino was an option. You say you don't think you're supposed to put that?
Bro, they're not supposed to put what.
Oh,
race
not
you
supposed to
are.
identify you?
Yeah, no, well they can, but not just straight up be like, you know what, this motherfucker looks Puerto
Isn't
Rican.
it on
We'll
your
put Puerto
license?
Rican. No,
Yeah, I thought it was on your
that
license.
shit does not tell you what.
Yeah, it is.
I
The
pull it
race
up,
is
wait,
on your
pull-
Pull
license.
that shit out right now.
Look,
All right.
Mine's on my phone. Mine's on my phone. So I gotta.
I got my
Speaking
own.
of, I don't have a
That
physical
shit- that
license.
shit will
Haven't
say-
had one
Nah,
for
it don't
years.
say race. It just has a photo of me.
Yeah, and then just says,
Dude, I was fat as fuck in this photo.
bro, I had to renew my license. My license photos from when I was 18.
I've
I
had to
have the
get
whole
3
adult
different
license.
photos from having it suspended 3 separate times.
Wow.
I never went to the DMV.
I still don't have my 21 ID, bro.
You don't need it. I'm
What the fuck?
Fuck
yeah,
that.
I've been 21 for like 6 years.
Definitely not older than me. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? This guy lies to everybody, bro.
This man said
6 years, bro, since I turned like.
this man turned 21
You look
yesterday.
closer next time. 6 years.
This man turned 21 last week. Again.
Again.
No, the motherfucker turned 23.
Yeah. Yeah, 23. That's actually.
Yeah,
Fucking
you don't-
A.
you don't
Yeah, y'all might not. Yeah, this this is definitely coming out 2 weeks after what the fuck y'all just saw last 2 weeks ago would be
thought it was
what
a
we
week.
did last week. Yeah, so yeah,
It's not week by week.
no, we're 2 weeks. Fuck you. We're not telling you what we are.
Out of pocket experience.
This shit was filmed 2019. I'm telling you that right
Exactly.
now.
Bring it
That's
back,
why we're all
yeah,
close
to
right
20
now.
This is before
2017.
I had kids.
Whoa!
But anyways, no, bro. Isn't it weird? When
Culture
you
city.
do job applications, right? Y'all notice that it says white
So you put
white,
Hispanic
black,
on your shit?
it doesn't give you Hispanic in the first option anymore. They
It's
changed
all the way
it.
at the bottom.
They changed it to like a second option, but like why? Why the fuck?
Yeah, I noticed that because you go to the one that says like you said, you got white, black, all the other ones, and then as a separate whole like bulletin,
Yeah.
it says, "Are you Hispanic?"
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. I don't know. Maybe because people like me.
A theory.
That's why yeah.
What, did yours not record?
No, he's trying to get a beer.
Oh.
Very carefully.
Open it from the side. or
Indiana
something.
Jones.
Don't worry, we'll use these
Everyone's
cameras
gonna
right now.
Everyone's gonna fall. You got this.
A theory.
Wow, I
a theory.
should've done
a
that.
fucking theory was like.
Ethereum?
A theory was how they report jobs. You know how they say like white people are going down and shit. Like nationwide, they're
Like
like
say they're not getting enough jobs. And
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
Instead of like having it say Hispanics or like taking this portion of the jobs that are in the U.S. They're basically convincing like Hispanics to click white, since like that's the closest thing they have to identify. Because I know Puerto Ricans, not Puerto Ricans specifically, but Cubans and more like Venezuelans. They'll put down white because how their views on like the American culture is.
So they want to be viewed a certain way.
No one is actually physically documenting those. I mean,
Bro,
they
internet,
are.
bro, everything, all that shit is documented.
They are,
Saved.
but okay. But if you get pulled over today and you put down Mexican, you get pulled over tomorrow and you put down white, nothing's going to happen in your life.
Right now.
No one's going to call you and be like, hey, you did this and hey, you did that. I put down white and I went to court and no one was like, no, you're not. You know what I'm saying? No one's really. I thought somebody would look at that because when I got arrested, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm mixed. I'm white. Fuck you talking about? I'm not taking all that shit. And second he sees my shit, pulls up my name, he's like, oh, it's a black man. And you know what I'm saying? Because that's all it is right then and there. Because a judge, if he just sees the fucking lawyer and it's a white guy and then it sees a black man as the one that he's representing,
I'm gonna go skip piss.
he's going to think about something different. You know what I'm saying? Even then, if it's a Mexican man, if it's not an American, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But life is just strange in that sense because I've shit. Take that high point, cut that out. I'm not even going to talk about none of my shit. But
just the race thing, bro. In
Yeah.
America, like the way they have different views and like I don't know. America likes to say that it's America, right? And we're like, oh, blah, 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 this is us. But, like, we stole a lot of shit. We're a mixing pot, though.
We didn't do shit.
We are a mixing pot, though. And people...
We didn't do shit.
Okay, we, me, and you.
But I mean, like...
The country, they... I don't know what I should call them. They, she, he,
Well, I'm trying
her.
to figure out, what are these goals? Because every 10 years, every 20 years, there's, like, a serious change in, like, our main goals as America. Our first goals in the fucking 40s was to fucking defend somebody else. Goals in the 50s was to rebuild. 60s was to fucking enslave and build the working economy. 70s was fucking the explosion of drugs. 80s was recovering. 90s was the boom. And then 2000s is us going, dude, what the fuck was all of that?
I don't know. In like the 50s and the 60s, bro, like I think the whole drugs thing was kind of fucked up because we started.
Well, they had all pure drugs back then. They weren't even like really worrying.
But
they were prescribing them more than anything.
They were scared because they were doing testing on like LSD and psilocybin and MDMA, all the psychedelics, not hard drugs, because they were doing hard drugs like testing all that, and they realized they have no medical use. But like when they did testing on LSD and psilocybin and shit like that, like MDMA too, like it helped people mentally.
Well, yeah, after recent discoveries and things that I've listened to.
Shit's old.
Well, things I've listened to today, because they're saying instead of microdosing, you should be macrodosing.
Yeah.
Because you should be sending yourself into the void and then surviving the void by letting go in the void.
And you only do it every once in a while. It's like that's why it's a spiritual journey and people do it ceremonial, because you do it. You don't do it all the time. It's not like our other drug where you like you want to do it all the time. Like you do it every like quarter. We're
supposed to be subjecting ourselves to change very often.
Yes.
And very different types of change, which comes to ice baths, sauna, psychedelic trips, extreme
cold
work,
showers, working
fighting, sex, all of that. All of those experiences should be happening once a month.
Bro,
at least.
That's how you become more human.
You should be defending yourself once a month. You should be going to extreme cold, I think, multiple times a week, extreme heat multiple times a week. But yet again, it's all in like the order you do it, what you eat, and all that extra shit. Everybody's different cases. Too, yeah. But yet again, bro, I don't eat good, but my diet definitely doesn't make a big difference.
This man had a breaded glizzy for fucking breakfast this morning.
Don't talk about my breaded glizzy, bro. I ate that shit like but but fucking bro, like I honestly can do like a slight change in my diet and I can see a difference. Slight changes.
You can feel a difference.
Not really. I haven't felt physically better, but I've seen myself get skinnier and be like, I look more shredded. But I want to eat a lot more this week. You know what I'm saying? I've seen myself, like I see my stomach get bigger, then it gets smaller, it gets bigger,
It's not even about the amount of what you eat, too. It's about what you eat.
Of course, but
it's about what you eat and like the amount at the same time.
I make a lot of food at home, so I mean I'm eating a
goals.
lot of good meals, but I'm eating too many good meals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm eating too many calories, too much intake. Because I'll be end up shitting at work 10 times. Not 10 times, but I'll shit at work 5 times.
Wait, hold on. Speaking about shitting real quick, I wanna inject something.
Oh.
You wipe forward or backwards?
I tried wiping forward for the first time.
Oh!
No, bro, don't me. That shit was fucking
you didn't
ass,
grab
bro.
Your balls?
I had to grab my balls.
Yeah, you gotta move them out the way.
I left.
You got
and then you
balls to the left, and then
That's why you wash your hands every time.
No, you don't get doo-doo on your hand. How do you get doo-doo on your hand?
I didn't say I got doo-doo on my hand.
Oh, did you crumple it or did you fold the paper?
That shit was like, I didn't fuck with it, bro. You had me squeezing my nuts, bro. I don't want to.
Why you gripping your shit so tight?
That's like ain't nobody taking my shit.
Making sure the boogeyman doesn't pull out from the toilet like the movie It.
Gotcha, bitch.
Someone's trying to steal my DNA, my ball hair.
Bro, that's crazy as fuck, bro. All we had to do is just take one of your bottles of water after you're done drinking it. Fuck you talking about? I already got 2 of your clones in my basement.
Man, I got clones out there.
Those are called children, Angel.
I'll deny them. But,
what? Look, imagine looking yourself in the face and being like, "I deny you."
What? Cancel culture.
I did that. I did that off a tab. You know,
looked at yourself. You're not supposed to deny anything off a tab, bro.
You looked at yourself in the mirror and be like, "I don't like this. I know this shit ain't real."
Have you ever microdosed?
Yeah.
No.
No macro. You never sent yourself into the void.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
So
macrodose?
Have you ever done? You take a lot, right?
Like a good amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. So macrodose is
like over 3 grams of whatever substance. Maybe it'll be like more than 1 tab of acid. Maybe.
Oh fuck you, shit! I did it because I was like, I have all these, and you know how you're not supposed to stack them up after like
I've never stacked anything. Like
you're supposed to like what I was told was like if you do 1 tab one day, you want to stack them up. If you're gonna continue it doing like throughout.
Oh, it's like just making your tolerance a little bit harder. Yeah, that's terrible.
You gotta take like one day, 2 the next day, 3 the next day.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I took 3.
Without taking the 1?
No, yeah, this is just like out of nowhere. No, I took this one like right before like Christmas. Right before Christmas, so it was like that shit really became a nightmare before Christmas, bro. Have you ever?
I remember you talking about this.
Yes, sir. Have you ever tried fucking wrapping presents? Well, like all the visual shit. So what they have now is like they have a grid on the back of it, and if you're tripping, you're gonna look at a fucking grid, and that grid is not gonna be fucking even with what the fuck you're doing. I don't know what the fuck my idea was to fucking like do a bunch of work while fucking tripping out. But like that shit made me so mad. I was so fucking pissed. I grabbed the scissors and I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I could be out right now. Straight up. I got so fucking frustrated.
What the fuck?
Cutting
about to
leave
the group chat.
I was like, I'm out this bitch like right now if I could.
All right, so hold on. Speaking about that, so all right, so the grids obviously triggered you. Have you? When I used to have panic attacks as a child, bro. When I used to have like night terrors. Whenever I'd like look into my blanket or like into like the bed I was looking into to like avoid my night terrors, I would see the grid of like threads.
Like
and then,
life, right? Basically.
Yeah, and I would start zooming into the threads and feeling like I could see all the different woven patterns, and my brain would just keep zooming and zooming and zooming through all these grids, and I was just like having a night terror, freaking the fuck out, but literally having a panic attack zooming into the grids of the blanket. It was so terrifying because if I looked up, I would have a panic attack. If I looked down into the blanket, I was just zooming into grids. How old was I? I was like 5. Like, it was literally, my mom used to say I had night terrors when I'm like between 3 and 7. I would just have nightmares in the middle of the night where I'd just be like fighting someone in my sleep.
But like, do you have any like vivid memory of any of those?
The one that I can remember, you'll literally be like, why the fuck were you scared of that? It was literally me in a hotel room. I was sitting on one of the beds by myself. I looked over. You know how like the bathroom is always like to the right, and like the 2 beds, and then the bathroom is to the right, and there's like the mirror, and it goes to like the toilet.
Yeah.
All right, so like I was looking that way, and like above there was like a vent, and there was a Darth Vader standing next to the vent, staring at me, and I was just so scared of Darth Vader hovering in the corner of the room staring at me that I was just screaming in terror. That's the only one I can really remember, is him just staring at me.
Have you had one of those like dreams where like you feel the gravity that's in the dream while like you're just laying there, and you wake up and you're like, oh, what the fuck? Just
yeah, I felt it where like I've jumped off of something and I've like fallen, but then I never feel the impact of landing.
That's like when you're asleep at like the job, or like you are real tired. And
the job.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You'd be falling asleep in the chair, and then you just like, you're halfway asleep, and then you feel yourself like fall off a cliff or like fall out of a plane or something.
Yeah, and you twitch.
Like,
no. I'm speaking of something else, but what you're speaking of is basically your brain being like, yo. Your brain's basically like touching its nerve, shaking it, and be like, "Yo, you alive?
Hello?"
That's literally what that is.
I'm trying to tip my tongue. I keep wanting to say something, but I don't know what the fuck it is. I keep
say it.
But I had a dream once.
Not Divergence. What
okay,
this nigga's living in? What's that one movie with the dude that had to fall back to get out of the dream?
Inception?
Yeah, you're over here going through Inception and shit at work. This man's
bro, I'm not gonna lie. There's been times I wake up from a dream. I'll wake up, be in my bed, and be like, "Oh, okay, I'm good." Go back to sleep and go into a different dream and be in a whole different reality, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like this is like I start living a whole different.
I've had that
life, bro.
I've had that happen where I've woken up my girlfriend in a dream and she was somebody else, and I woke her up in real life thinking that she was that somebody else, and then I got fucked.
did he end up calling her like a different name? Or
yeah, because I was in the dream and there was somebody. I was in the dream and there was somebody else in my bed, and I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" And then next you know,
they gave you a name.
I'm not gonna say a name because then they'll have full reference.
We're not doing that.
I might have to cut this shit anyway because I'm not trying to deal with this later.
I'd be having dreams sometimes.
I can't come to the podcast no more.
I'd be having dreams about like gravity.
My girl watched the podcast, bro.
She said no.
Bro, this one dream I had, I was like at like a funeral at like this house, and I look outside and I'm like some random like motherfucker was like on a motorcycle like doing like donuts outside the house. I was like, who the fuck is that? And they're like, oh, that's your tío. Fucking all of a sudden I felt like the more he was going, like he was like creating like a tornado, basically lifting up the fucking house. In my dream, like in my physical like presence, I felt fucking shit. I was fucking
No, you're going through the Wizard of Oz. Your ass thought that was the wicked Tio of the West.
Up. I was in the fucking tornado, looking outside, looking at the stars, zooming. And I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
With the hat on.
My Tio was out there in a sombrero, and I just was wondering why he had a tornado following him.
This motherfucker created.
You don't even have an accent. Why'd I do that to you?
No, I literally cannot do the Hispanic accent at all.
You don't even have like an accent. You have like
you sound like the most white person, bro.
You sound like you haven't hit puberty yet.
Hell no.
Got me slipping.
Bro, I grew up basically thinking I was white, bro.
What?
Yeah. I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't know what race was. So
when you're a kid though,
yeah,
you don't know what race.
We don't see color.
I kind of knew what race was because I had like a few black friends growing up in like preschool, And then when it went to kindergarten, this is like one of the vague memories I remember. First week of kindergarten, they tell you, draw yourself. You know what the fuck color I chose?
Brown.
White.
Oh, white.
This motherfucker, I forgot what the fuck his name was. He was like, bro, you're not white.
Whoa.
He looked at me. I handed the paper. He was like,
Whoa.
you're not white. And I was like, what do you mean? What color am I? I didn't. I had a.
What color
I had
am
a
I?
fucking. I forgot what the fuck you would call that, but like a breaking point where you're like, who am I?
Realization.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, so this
like this.
an
This is some
epiphany.
shit.
An epiphany.
This is some shit I did not think about until now.
where
Like,
did you
what
grow
race-
up in? Where were you at school at? Where was this at? Not like just like
Location.
state.
Yeah,
State?
Fucking state, jackass.
Florida. Oh, we'll
Florida.
bleep that out. Florida.
So hey, speaking of that,
Florida,
was it the one
early
up the road?
2000s.
All right, so this is the weird part for me because I grew up in Georgia, and Mexicans and black people were like best friends. And if you weren't blood, you ain't shit. And if you weren't MS-13, you ain't a fuck thing.
That
And the weird part, I'm sorry to cut you. Hold on. The weird part is we bullied. I didn't bully because I fuck with everybody, but as black people in general and Mexican people, because there's a lot of them in Georgia, bullied white people. Because there was very scarcely any white kids in our class. I had a best friend that was white, and there was another white kid.
Because they were the minority.
I remember I had a teacher. It was a joke, bro. I literally looked at this kid and I was like, "You're a cracker," and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "You're a cracker," and he thought it was funny as fuck. I thought it was funny as fuck, and then my teacher walked up and was like, "That will not be accepted."
Whoa.
And he's like,
whoa.
I got screamed at by a fucking 32-year-old white man that I needed to get my shit together. And he called my mom, bro. And my mom made me write a fucking full-page apology letter to the
white kid?
teacher.
Oh.
To the teacher for saying
Not
cracker.
even the kid.
Not even the kid. Maybe it was to the kid, but I doubt it. I'm pretty sure it was to the teacher. Because it was a realization point. Because it's like, bro, why can't I say that? I'm mixed.
No, you're right.
Why are you mad
You're right.
about what I did? We were joking.
But like back in the day, like
2001.
No, I was gonna
right
say
before
I was
the.
gonna say what how dark were you back then, or how light were
How
you?
dark were you?
I
back
would say I was about. I mean, you both are very light, but I was not.
pretty light,
I was
yeah.
not much darker than that. Not. I mean, bro, if I don't go out in the sun for fucking a month, I'm gonna look like J Bob.
That's what I'm saying. Like at that point in time,
So, but even then,
What-
I still was
what color
lighter
you
because I
reckon?
was in Georgia. There wasn't much sun there. It snows there. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't have been much darker than I was. We didn't go to the beach. Either way, I can't sit there and fight that at first grade. But
Fuck
yet
no.
again, I write the one-page paper. The teacher gives me 2 tickets to the Atlanta Braves game.
What?
Yeah,
For writing the paper?
pretty much an apology of like how
Is that a white?
How he
is that a
approached
white
it,
flex?
like how he approached it and the way it went down, because he literally was like in my face and was like, "You don't fucking say that. Why would you do that?" Like, and like treated me like a child, like his child. So it was more or less like hindsight's 2020. But yet again, he's like, "Don't fucking sue me." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. He's
Like,
we'll keep it hush hush real quick. I'll give
but
you
nah,
these
dude
tickets.
was cool as fuck, bro. I fuck with Buddy, and I still went to that game, watched only 3/4 of it because fucking baseball is boring as fuck.
what? Well, it kind of.
I mean, as
if
a
you're
kid,
not playing it,
If it's
Yeah.
not
as
full,
a kid, you'll
yeah,
be
it's so
bored as fuck.
long.
yeah.
As a kid, what?
You'll be bored as fuck.
Yeah.
Unless you act what is it? Aspire to be a fucking baseball player.
Oh,
It's like,
Aspire.
this motherfucker just got the tickets for free and was like, I guess I'll go. Like you had no
Yeah.
reason
It's like
to
a
be
social
there.
event.
You did not want to be there.
Well, it's kind of like just like I don't know. That was weird. Weird things like that happen. You ever had a teacher give y'all anything that ever did something
Nope.
nice for you that you didn't? I wouldn't say didn't deserve, but just was like, why?
I wouldn't say like physical, like maybe like tickets like that, but I've had teachers be like, "Look, like you're a bad kid. Everyone thinks you're a bad kid, but you're not stupid. So like, I'm gonna tell you real shit. Like, bro, I swear to God, I had an English teacher. He was like, "Look, you're not stupid."
Put it in your mouth.
He said, "Go, drop out and go get your GED and
Yeah.
go to fucking community college." I was like, "That's an option?" He was like, "Yeah, bro. Like you could go choose your classes for
What grade
college."
was
and
this
choose-
in?
like probably like sophomore year.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't show up all freshman year, bro. I showed up like, I swear to God, for like 45 days.
My fucking brother was told by the counselor, "You're not gonna graduate. You're not gonna be anything."
Whoa.
He is now a tattoo artist that's making more than that counselor.
Yeah, fuck those people. They'd be looking at the trash man and be like, you don't want to end up like him. Dude's over there making 3 times as much as they are. Like, goddamn, bro.
Hey, yo, man, yeah, straight
That-
up waste
that-
management makes great money.
I
Bro,
know that
what?
motherfucker in waste management is not fucking like struggling with those bills.
Hell
Nah, bro,
no.
That
he's
motherfucker
chilling.
will look at a teacher and be like, "And
And these teachers be buying shit for the students and shit. And I'm like, bro, why?
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
that's just the passion that they got for
yeah,
the
but
kids,
that's the passion for everybody's work, bro. Like, think about it. If you, let's say, my situation, you like doing fiberglass, you need a flashlight, a cool flashlight. You go buy like $150 flashlight to do that shit. Nobody else got that shit, but that's because you feel passionate about that shit.
Nobody wants to be a teacher anymore
Why? I do. Maybe not in a school.
because you're the one that has to be the worker. You're the one that's obviously gonna have to teach the next guy, but you're not the teacher. The teacher's always technically the manager of the situation. You know what I'm saying?
How?
How? Because they're the one that's running you. They should know how to do your spot. Just like a crisis management person should know how to handle a crisis at any level of the crisis.
Yeah, that's why, like, if you, I don't know.
And that's a very broad statement to put like a crisis management person to like a teacher. But yet again, that's a lot of damage control, making sure a lot of people know how to fucking put one and one together.
Yeah, back to what you're saying. I feel like if you're in a position like that, you should know what that person is going through before
To
you
teach
have.
them how to do 1 + 1, though. But I mean,
But
where do we draw the line of like you don't learn this way, learn this way? Why shouldn't I send you to ISS to go make you learn by yourself?
So
because
what-
you feel like you need to read. You didn't. I'm not putting you on the spot, but I'm putting you on the spot. You didn't finish. You got your GED.
Yes.
Why did you? Would have been better if he just sat there and told you, "I'm gonna make you teach yourself and give you a high school diploma."
Nah, honestly, well, I would say no because it was just one class. But like, if he put it in a different perspective of like he saw that again. Like, I wasn't stupid. I just didn't like the way I had to like show up for school at a certain time every day and be this and that and go to each class. Blah 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 blah. He put it into a new perspective of like, hey, like after, like, think about it too. Even after high school, people that got their high school diploma, they're not prepared for the real life, bro.
No.
That's bullshit. They go out to high school, to college, and they're like, what the fuck?
Well, the people who don't have it are way farther behind.
Not necessarily. I
know people who don't have their high school diploma that aren't able to get a job if they lose their job
Why?
because they don't have a high school
But
diploma.
do they have a GED?
No.
Exactly. So I have a GED.
I'm not saying you as an example.
You're saying people that like just drop out and just
drop out and just
Yeah.
be done.
That's their end of their.
I'm
or
saying
the
why
starting of their work
to
career.
take your option, would you have rather that been an option than to be told to leave school and go do it somewhere else? If school gave you the option to do it yourself, would that have felt better or been better?
That's the main thing where I hit. It would have been better because like I felt like I had no choice. Like, when you go to school, you kind of have no choice. You have to take, like, they give you choices of classes.
What
but,
stopped you from getting there on time?
I did get there on time.
Then what stopped you
But
from
he
doing
he just didn't want to be
Every
there.
day. Every day. I got there on time. Every day. I would walk in through
Oh,
one
you
side
didn't
of the
wanna be in
school.
the class.
Yeah, I would walk out the other side of the school, bro. I swear to God.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Like I just didn't. And also, me being the kid that I was very introvert. Like, I didn't want to, like, interact with people. I didn't mind learning. I didn't mind learning at all. I just didn't want to interact
to
with
call
people.
back to micro and macro, have y'all ever done acid at school?
Not at school.
No,
I've seen people at school on acid.
I did acid at school one
That's
time.
not cool.
It was not fun.
Yeah, I would no
sounds
doubt. There's so
stressful as fuck.
there's so many people, bro.
Man, I know this guy. He took I don't know how many times before he went to fucking class, but he was just walking and he just stood there like over like a small edge. He was like but buddy goes up to him and he's like, "Bro, you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, man, but like this fucking ledge is too fucking high to cross. Like that's a shit like will happen to you if you straight up take a tab at fucking school where you
Yeah, that guy's backstepped off of too many ledges on Dark Souls.
Maybe not even at school though. Any like public function, I would say like acid is not real unless you're at a festival and everybody else is on acid and drugs. I feel like it's not a public drug. Like you don't want to go to like. You don't want to take a tab of acid and like go walk around New York.
Be in like Walmart or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking, you know, start licking ice cream. Start licking fucking old Walmart's employees, bro.
Okay. Oh, do you believe people are losing control? Do you believe people actually fucking lose control and do those weird shit?
No, they just don't know how to face what the chemical brings to them. Like
okay, but are you licking the ice cream? Who's licking the fucking ice cream?
They're not on drugs. Those people are sober.
No, I'm talking about like
I'm talking about the people who spaz out on drugs and do crazy shit. Who's doing that shit? You're doing it. There's no way you don't know you're doing it. Every time I get drunk, I remember being drunk. No matter if I black out, those memories come back to me.
Eventually.
You can't play stupid for long. I go through those experiences. I might have blacked out, but I've never done something that I've regretted.
It becomes like a lack of judgment. Or like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, because people kill people on meth. You know what I'm saying? That's why I won't even fuck with that drug to be accidentally that one time that like I wake up and like, fuck, I murdered 5 people and I did one drug one time.
Be like, I'm fucking fighting my shadows in the fucking at 5 in the morning.
But I'm actually beating up 6 black guys.
Whoa.
Hell no.
Whoa.
That are under 3'5".
I just shot my shadows.
What? Why are they bleeding?
Woke up.
I thought they were just shadows. OPTV.